Yo, yo, yo. It's another episode of Overcoming Addiction, man. Evolve Up. Once again, thank you for everybody who's been attending and supporting the ministry and just the testimony of these brave men and women that's been coming in, letting us know they battles with addiction and overcoming it. As we know, it's not something that's easy, but it's possible. So today we got Mr. Jocquinn in here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, give him a little background about himself, and then we're gonna dive into these questions and just encouragement on his behalf. So this is one part of a 30-minute session. So this is the first one. The next one will come after this. So go ahead, bro. Let the people know who you is.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Jock. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Recovering addict. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, I'm going on 6 years sober now, so 5 and some change right now. So,
Mm.
recovering addict. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Just blessed,
okay.
man. You know what I'm saying? Blessed and glad to be here.
You know it. All right, so we
Okay.
just gonna start off with about 4 or 5 general questions. The whys, the lies, the truth, and the change that came with it, right? So first and foremost, bro, let us know where you come from and your neighborhood and your background. Why why was drugs even something in your vicinity, or why was drugs and alcohol was something that you chose to engage in?
Mm, that's a good question. Well, I'm from the south side of the Springs. I kind of grew up both. I grew up by the time I started my addiction, I was half of my life was in the Springs, the other half is in Aurora, Colorado. Uh, and just growing up, I wouldn't say in the household so much to say. I grew up in parents were divorced or whatever, so I had stayed in two separate households. But so in the household, there wasn't really drugs and stuff like that too much, like in front of the kid. Um, but outside in the environment, you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of activity going on outside. And more so when I started going outside for real, that's where it just became recreational, social activity, and then unknowingly having unknowingly, I guess, say genetically, you know what I'm saying? It was like a weakness that was handed down to me that kind of latched on to me once I really started engaging in the drinking and the smoking and the drugs and stuff like that. And
You say genetically, is that like from your parents or?
nah, not so much my parents, but in the family, you know what I'm saying, in the bloodline. Uh, it's major alcoholism, you know what I'm saying, in on both sides of the family, mom side and dad side.
Okay,
Lot
okay.
of lot of alcohol abuse and uh some drug abuse too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so genetically, just not even knowing, unknowingly, you know what I'm saying, getting attacked. Uh, because I don't know, it's hard to explain, like, but
Yeah. Nah,
like
I get you.
genetically, like the genes are already embedded in you, and then once you mix it with that substance, it's easier to get addicted. You know what I'm saying?
Said just pop.
So
Just pop. As soon
yeah,
as you
it
touch
just
it, it just pop. Like, come on.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so I'm kind of like, the way I think of it is like when you mix the substance with your cells and your genetics, and then it just kind of latches on to your cells, and it becomes an addiction unknowingly that you don't even know about. Because a lot of us, we
Right.
don't know too much about our families. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing wrong with the Black community. We don't know too much. Some people do, but for the most part, we don't really know about our history like
Yeah.
that, family history. Whether it's like diseases, addiction, stuff like that run in the family. So yeah, when I got outside, when I started hanging out outside,
So
that's
you
more
so
so what
base
it
so
was.
so basically you saying that the addiction was already in you, but
Hmm.
you going outside into the neighborhood and the surrounding areas, it sparked something that was already in you. So when you began to engage in it, it just latched on to you because it was already there.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's already in there. You know, it was passed down.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So uh
I'm in
once I
agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that because my father, he was an alcoholic and did crack cocaine and all of that. So that's one of the reasons why I was like, if I touch this cocaine, bruh, it's a wrap.
yeah,
I'm like, it's a wrap. I ain't about to touch none of this cocaine. You know what I'm saying? But I guess I should have. It's no matter what you touch, the addiction itself that's already in you is gonna latch on to whatever you
hmm,
decide to use, whether it be weed or cigarettes, shoot, or even
yeah,
alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll latch on to there. So
yeah,
so so, do you feel like your territory and your environment contributed or exposed you to the different types of substances that you engage with?
yeah,
Well, first,
definitely.
well, first and foremost, let me ask, what was your addiction?
Uh Man, it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? I think weed was first. I
Mm-hmm.
think weed was first. And then I started getting in trouble with the law. And you know, when you start getting in trouble, they start putting you on random UA.
Mm-hmm.
And that weed stay in your system so long that it's kind of hard to beat random UAs. So another way that's when I turned to the drinking for real. That's when I really got heavy on the drinking is when they took the weed from me. When I couldn't smoke weed, I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna start drinking. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think that
Because
was all of us. I think that was
yeah,
all of us.
the weed stay in your system for so long, and you taking
Hmm.
UAs like every couple of days, once a week. So then it's like, because at the time, this is before they could test for alcohol. They wasn't testing for alcohol. It was like, so we just gonna get drunk. It was just
Yeah.
like I said, it was a recreational thing at first. We just
Hmm.
had fun. Just young and just literally having
Yeah,
fun. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? This is before like you start having bad trips or bad highs and stuff like that. You just literally just young and dumb, walking on the clouds, just having fun. You know what I'm saying?
So
Uh,
one of the main reasons why is for recreational. That's
yeah,
why you
yeah,
chose to engage in smoking weed and everything else because it's like it's what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's recreational, the parties, the
Yeah,
females, the homies, you know what I'm saying, type stuff.
yeah, yeah. Social type of thing,
Yeah,
recreational. Yeah,
yeah.
that's how it started.
I
Yeah,
think I think that's majority of us, bro. Like I honestly believe like if we lived in a different section or a different neighborhood or something like that, that once again, addiction is always there, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
if we didn't glorify, right? If we didn't glorify alcoholism and addiction like it was a thing to do,
hmm,
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like if I went outside and everybody else was doing something different, then I would have did the same thing. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? But when I'm going to the parties and I'm functioning and cousins and sisters and uncles and everybody else, when they drink it and they vibe and it was just like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah. It was
so
fun.
right, 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 right. So
Yeah,
the concept of fun, did it stay fun for you though?
yeah. For a while, for a few years. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, and then yeah, it quickly turned into like it was still fun, but it turned like it you're not in the right mind. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
does something to you mentally, so where you're not really thinking straight. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
and then I wouldn't say that it really drives me to do certain stuff. Because some of the stuff I did, I was sober when I did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it did.
One thing, you know, remember we had the discussion because I said a lot of people don't realize that it says liquor, wine, and spirits, right?
Yeah,
And so that's why, you know, like most people don't understand those nights where you black out and you ain't there, but somebody functioning in your body. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like you didn't opened up a gateway for demonic entities and forces to basically take control of you. And so if you is doing something, bro, I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what happened. I don't remember fighting the bros. I don't remember going off. Like I don't remember. I'm no longer in control of myself. So it's kind of a way, you know, once again, first and foremost, it's a chain, it's an invisible chain that we place on ourselves, right?
yeah,
Like, of course, us as a people, we no longer walk around with physical chains, but addictions is a form of a chain that's placed on us that we don't even realize and we just fully accept it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because
That's a fact.
I honestly remember when we used to be out there, just
Outside,
just out there. You know what I'm saying? So with you being misguided, what do you feel like the lies were behind smoking and drinking? What do you feel like the lies were that you really learned the truth about in the process? Because once again, one of them is they cover it up and it looks cool, but at the end of the
mm-hmm,
day, it's you self-destructing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And we literally self-destructing with ourselves, and we saw that between each other, right?
Yeah, yeah, hell
So
yeah.
what so
I
what
think
what other lies do you feel like come with it?
I think that especially when you're young, you know what I'm saying? I think that one of the biggest lies is that this is what you gotta do to fit in. You gotta do this.
Mm,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
good.
This is what the cool kids do. You know what I'm saying? You a nerd or you're a lame if you don't do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's weird to say that because I wasn't really like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really. I mean, but some of me felt like that growing up, but I wasn't really like that towards other people. Like, I
Right,
mean, I
right,
was, but
right.
I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to try to, tell people not to do it, but I used to encourage them to
Like
do it
this is what the
sometimes
cool
too.
kids doing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the popular crowd, you know what I'm saying? Especially when
Mhm,
you're young and dumb, you know what I mean?
mhm,
Like, it's kind of looked at like, the cool kids, they
mhm.
smoking and drinking, they probably selling drugs and they got some money, they got the girls, they real popular, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think that's the biggest lie is that uh the perception that this is, like you got to be down. This is what you got to do to be down. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? You
that's
got to you
good.
got to smoke this and drink this, and you know what I'm saying. Who can handle the
Yeah,
liquor? And you know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
think that's the biggest lie first and foremost. And what else? Uh, yeah, that's the biggest lie right there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thinking that you could do it and then just stop at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? Like
oh,
I'll
that's
be
good,
okay. I
bro.
could, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like I could
good.
just. I ain't that time. I ain't gonna be addicted. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna just. You know what I'm saying?
uh
Because you would
I
be
think every
addicted.
single one of us said that before.
Yeah, and there's people doing it right now that don't even know they addicted, bro. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
don't know. It
they,
it done definitely took a hold of him and overcame him. So
yeah.
when at what age did truth begin to be revealed to you? Because a lot of us have those drunk nights where when truth's revealed to us, and sometimes it comes to us when we sober. Like at what moment during your addiction did you come to the realization, like, bro, I'm addicted, I'm an addict, I'm an alcoholic, whatever it is. At what age did it really click to you?
I was probably still probably where it clicked, probably. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say because you know them nights where you wake up in jail. You know what I'm saying? You be
Yeah.
like you literally wake up in jail. You don't know how you got there. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
just you know how the night is like foggy. You don't really remember all the details, and but you in jail now. I
Yeah.
mean, those type of moments. That's when you kind of realize. I can't really say because I was man, I was young, bro. Well, you know,
So
I
so
spent.
so through the consequences of drinking and no longer having control over yourself. So through those consequences and what happened to you is when you realize like, bro, something need to change. Like something ain't right with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. You know, I think it's different levels to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always that. For me, there was always that guilt and like contemplation of, do I got a problem with this?
Mm.
Because it was times where you tell yourself, you know, like, I'm not gonna drink tonight, but here comes 11 o'clock, 11:15, and you trying to hurry up. You like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? You got to hurry up
Yeah,
and make
yeah.
it to the liquor store. You
Before
like,
before
damn.
12 come.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You like, I told myself I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't gonna drink, but for some reason, you know, and then like subconsciously, I'm thinking about it. You know, what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I can't really say the age, but then when I started having kids, that really kind of opened my eyes to like,
Mm.
I knew it was always
Okay.
there, but uh I think that's when I really was like, I got a
So
problem.
so how did your addiction damage and affect your life? Like
Uh,
what are the things that you experienced and you went through?
uh, First and foremost, one that I think that we don't really be paying attention to, that I've been thinking about lately, is just how, you know, we let these addictions control our actions and our emotions, and we do things and catch cases and stuff like that, to where we allow these people, the government, to like literally take our rights away from us. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? Looking back, it's like uh, when we do these things, you know, when we let the addiction control us, uh, we literally put ourselves in position to let these people really take our life away from us. I mean, our rights, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
My bad, bro. My computer almost going down. Like I need a charger. So so you think? Thank you. So what at so let me ask you this because this is something that we discuss all the time, right? So do you think, and for whatever reason, you explain to me and you tell me why all that time while we was doing our thing and you was drinking and things like that, why you didn't have any children? Do you think physically, um do you think physically the drinking affects you, or was it by God's grace? Because you know what I'm
Mm.
saying, it wouldn't have been good. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your thoughts on that?
I think it might have been a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? I think God definitely was looking out for me for sure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I do think the way that we was drinking, or especially, and then me, especially, like, I do think it had some type of physical um, type of reaction to, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I never had any problems like that, but I think like it was doing. I think it
Right,
was like I
right.
think
Like, bro,
I,
I ain't like it ain't
I
no
think
right
it
now.
was, yeah. I think, I don't know. I think it was doing something to, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, my sperm or something like that, to where
Yeah,
it couldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
looking back, I'm like, uh, I'm grateful that it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
Like,
Amen.
I'm super grateful that it, because there were times when I was trying and it just wouldn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I,
Yeah.
I credit I credit God especially. I'm super grateful. You know what I'm saying, that He, because it's all,
Yeah.
everything is already written. You know what I'm saying, like it wasn't meant to happen at that time. And you know what I'm saying, I'm glad it didn't. You know what I'm saying, like, but I think the
So
alcohol
so
did have
so do
play
you think
play a part
that
too.
the alcoholism that you had stopped you from accomplishing a lot of things um, prior to where you're at today? Because we know you at a blessed place today. You know what I'm saying? And God definitely has
Mm-hmm.
His hand on you with your growth and your development and change. But do you think prior before this,
Mm-hmm.
do you what areas in your life do you think that your addiction stunted your growth or stopped you from accomplishing goals or things that you would have wanted to do prior to the alcoholism you had?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. It's weird. It's weird, but I'm gonna say, I mean, I always had goals, and I always was like driven, but the alcohol really stunted my growth. Like it had me in like an immature way of thinking.
That's good.
It had me
That's good.
real prideful. I'm still kind of prideful now. Like, I'm still, working on my pride issues and stuff like that. But more so when I'm on the liquor, like I was hard headed, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
Oh, we know.
uh,
We know.
yeah, like I was like, yeah, and I think that's the main thing. Like the way I was thinking, my mentality, bro, it was like, it was just a negative way of thinking, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like backwards, you know what I'm saying? But I think it was always in me. I think God had always placed, you know what I'm saying, that jewel inside of me. I just had to dig deep and find it's in all of us, you know what I'm saying? But
Amen. Amen.
we just gotta dig deep and find it. And I think like the alcohol, it blinded me to my my focus and like my purpose. I still haven't really exactly figured out my purpose just yet, but it was I'm getting closer to figuring that out now. And
Amen.
but with the alcohol, bro, it just makes you lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
said about the spirits and demons and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
You
there's a
start
reason
fighting them
that,
things, boy. Like,
yeah, bro. And
yeah.
and there's a reason in certain areas and neighborhoods that there's liquor stores on every corner that you turn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And why in other
Yeah.
neighborhoods you gotta drive miles to get to the nearest liquor store. You'll in certain
Right. Right.
neighborhoods you'll pass a Whole Foods before you pass a liquor store. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
So
systematically, you think it's something to keep the African American community suppressed.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's sad too, bro. But yeah,
And it is, bro. It is because I don't know anybody who would say that you wrong. And if they did say you wrong, they a lie and a half.
yeah, for real.
You
They
know what
just
I'm
don't
saying? But
know.
that is real. That is real. Like systematically, it's intentionally placed in our neighborhoods based off
Mm-hmm.
of our heritage, our background, our people from back then all the way up to now is something that we've battled with forever. And
Mm-hmm.
it always seems like it's a clutch, right? Like it's a clutch, like a dependency. In order to feel like we fully live in life, we depend on some weed or some drink, you know what I'm saying, to live life
Mm-hmm.
to the fullest when we actually missing out, bro, on a lot
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of years there's a whole year that I can't even really tell you what happened that year because it was straight turn up sessions most of that year. Like I can't
Mm-hmm.
you have stories with friends where they telling you remember and you like I don't even remember that night. Like I don't remember what I
Yeah.
did. Like for I don't even know how you remember.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's like you was telling me before, bro. It's we self-destructing ourselves and don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? We in a war and don't even realize we in a war, right? Because we not woke to the battle that's actually going on within in our
Mm-hmm.
families and our communities and our households. Because as soon as you to a certain age, it's kind of like what they say at ROP. It's kind of like stepping into manhood type thing. When you able to first hit your first square or your first blunt or get your first bottle, it's like it's a word for it, bro. It's like welcome to manhood type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like when you get a certain age and you seeing everybody else do it around you, your cousins, your family, the community, the neighborhood, when you start doing that, oh, I'm grown now.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
grown. I'm grown now. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah,
and it's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because at 12 and 13, you looking at everybody, you like, dang, I can't wait till I can smoke. I can't wait till I can
mm-hmm,
drink. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? And it's real sad though. So my before we close out here, because I know time is going down. My last question for you before, because this is part one. So before we
mm-hmm.
close out on this one, bro, what sparked the change for better for you to start that fight? Because a lot of us never get into the ring. We just get whooped the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And some of us die. Some of us literally
Yeah,
die in that place, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like with lungs failing and all this other stuff. Like when did you decide like, nah, I'm about to fight back? You know what I'm saying? I'm done losing. I'm done losing everything. I'm done um with this battle whooping me, but now I'm about to fight back. When did you decide that? Well, like what sparked it? What happened? I remember you telling me, and it's kind of dope. But I'm gonna let you tell the story.
Yeah, for me, it was a combination of things. You know what I'm saying? It was a combination of things, man.
I can't really hear
Uh,
you, bro.
can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a combination of things. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I want to say my main one of my main motivations was my daughter when she was born, but
Hmm.
I didn't start getting sober until she was like two, I think, one or two. So that wasn't the complete driving factor in it. For me, I think it was really there was a certain time period. I think it was 2018 or something, 2017, 2018. Because yeah, I'm going there. My last drink was 2018. She was born 2016. So around that whole little time period, it was just so much going on, man. And I kind of just had like an epiphany, you know what I'm saying? And but it was a combination of that. It was a combination of me getting drunk, pulling guns on family members, and then it was like I caught two DUIs in 1 week. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
I caught two DUIs in 1 week, Sunday and Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at that point, bro, like that's kind of like when I hit rock bottom. I was like, bro, like I was just thinking to myself. I broke down crying and the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what's really going on with me, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pulling guns on my dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm catching cases. I'm drunk driving. Uh, just being reckless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Being hella reckless. And the whole time, my daughter, she's like one, maybe two. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
And it was that whole little time, like you said, where it's like, you know what I'm saying, the time period that's kind of fuzzy that you can't even really remember. Uh,
right.
I mean, I remember most of it, but it was like that's when it really got bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm drinking. I mean, I've always been a drunk. You know what I'm saying? But that's when it got like bad, bro. I got down to like I was skinny as hell. You know, I was always skinny, but I was skinny, bro. I was down
Yeah.
bad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I was down bad, bro. And like I think when I caught those two DUIs in 1 week, bro, and then like you know the next morning when you get bonded out or whatever, and you just that car ride from the jail, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that embarrassment, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then like you
Right.
know what I'm saying? And like I
Like I
said
know I'm
earlier,
better than this. I know I'm better than
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
I know this ain't my purpose right here. Like,
yeah, bro, that's embarrassing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
two in 1 week, that's kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then like the embarrassment, and then like I said earlier, like the pride, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I got pride issues, and then you know what I'm saying? Like so that kind of just hit me hard in the chest, bro. I'm like, I can't keep like you said, losing this battle to this addiction, bro, and it's clearly kicking my ass, bro. And
Right.
I just got fed up, you know what I'm saying? Because the pride. the embarrassment, my reputation, all of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I ain't going out like that, bro. You know what
That's
I'm
real.
saying? So I
That's
was
real.
like, I gotta, I
It's time
gotta,
to
I
get right.
gotta, I gotta about face. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I gotta,
Yeah.
I gotta make something shake, bro. Because I'm like, I'm not going out like that, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Straight up and down. I'm like, if I was to die at that moment, I was like, if I was to die right now, you know what people? I mean, people would probably say good things about me, but deep down, you know what niggas is really gonna be saying about me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this nigga was a drunk, this, that, and the third. You know, like I'm
No,
like,
that's
nah,
real. That's real. That's
yeah.
real.
I'm like,
That's
I'm like,
like
so
that's not the last memory. Not only do I want to live on people, but my kids either.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
We gonna stop right there, bro, man. This is
yeah,
good, man. This next it's about to get good, baby. This is about to get
yeah,
good. But man,
yeah.
I
Let's do
definitely thank you for us coming through for 30 minutes, man. Um
it. Yeah,
we gonna finish this off here later on this week, man. Once again, bro, thank you for your honesty, your boldness, being naked with us. You know what I'm saying? Just to help those who's going through this
mm-hmm.
same struggle and battle with you as well, man. It takes courage to be
Yeah,
open about something like this in your life. Not too many people are willing to be open with other people about things like this. So, man, I just want to just
yeah.
encourage you
That's real.
continue on your journey, man. We're gonna get it in again, man. But thank you for your boldness. Like, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna come back for another 30
Yeah,
minutes. But yeah, man, it's gonna get good. Mr. Jocquinn.
yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Jocquinn. He up in the
yeah, man.
building, man. He up in the building.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
check
Thanks
out
for
check out
having
his
me,
clothing
bro.
line, get a bad clothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, doing real good
Yeah,
right now, y'all. But we'll be back, y'all. We'll be back now.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah. Thanks for having me, bro. Let's do
right,
it.
bro.